Good morning, student. Today we teach about word processing and word processor. Lesson number 9. It is observed that word processing, data processing, communication, and presentation are the most common activities happening in the office. Since the start of computer uses, proprietary software is used, but in last few years, use of open source software has substantially increased due to obvious advantages. Since long back, software called Microsoft Office is used to handle the office activities like word processing, presentation, spreadsheet, and other. Similar software is available from open source community. Word processing and word processor. We are familiar with the Word document. A document identifies contents written on a paper. In our day to day life, we use document for several purposes. The purpose of writing on paper may be to convey your to, to others, to preserve the content for longer period, or it may be used as evidence. These documents can be letters, reports, the manuscripts, legal documents, books, etc. Suppose you want to prepare a document, but your handwriting is so bad that even a pharmacist couldn't read it, or you are the kind of person who has to write, rewrite, and write again. Then what you need is word processing software. The activity of word processing is the creation of documents using software called word processor. In late 1960s, the term word processing was invented by IBM. Need of word processing and word processor. The activity of processing is the creation of documents using software called word processor. In late 1960s, the term word processing was invented by IBM. When as they passed, several limitations were noticed in using typewriter. When any typing error was noticed, then to correct them, the whole sheet was required to be typed again. When we needed more copies, every time the same content needs to be typed again and again. Sometimes it may not be possible to have all the required characters as symbols on the typewriter we are using, and as a result, we have to either type a similar characters or symbols, or sometimes we have to leave their gap space and have to write manually. To solve the above mentioned problems, with a typewriter in the year 1974, Xerox Company introduced a new product called electronic typewriter. Changes in the content once typed are possible with this kind of typewriter. Multiply copies can also be taken out, even with minor changes. But the only problems with electronic typewriter is it has a very small size screen, and therefore it was possible to view only one or two or very few lines. It is a mechanical or electromechanical device with keys. In late 1970s, the limitation of electronic typewriter were replaced by computers. Since then, software are used for word processing. Next, features of word processor. Processing does not only provide basic ability to enter and modify the text but also provides efficient text manipulation function that can be used for documentation. Modern word processor provide abundant attractive features. These some of the features provided by popular word processor are as list. Move a selected text from one place to another place within the document. Copy a selected text for any number of times at any other places within the document. Open more than one document at a time and move or copy a selected text from the one document to any other document. Check spelling and grammar, create table, modify and size of the selected rows, columns or cells, split a single cell into more than one or merge more than one selected cells into one. Combine or more documents, insert pictures or graphs within the document, print the selected text or selected pages of the document. Over and above the features list, word processor also provides several advanced features like batch mailing, using a letter template and an address database, line and page numbering, footnote numbering, character count, word count, sentence count, line count, paragraph count, page count, etc. Word, sentence, and paragraph length, adding time. In short, a word processor is powerful software that consists of one or more programs that can produce any arbitrary combination of image, graphics, etc. General applications of a word processor. Word processor have a variety of uses and applications within the business world, home, and education. Business tend to have their own format and style for documents. In schools and college, word processors are widely used in most the office or preparing letter, heads, reports, memorandum, memorandum, a balance sheet, report, and many other different types of documents like legal copies, legal copies, and reference documents. A part of business word processor are useful at home. Many homes have word processor on other computers. Students use it for preparing project reports and assignment. It is also used for letters writing, resume creation, and card creation. Author use word processing software for preparing articles, and manuscripts. Next, Office Suite. Office Suite is a collection of programs which are useful for word processing, database management, presentation, and many more such applications. There are several Office Suite like GNOME Office, NEO Office, Soft Maker Office, Star Office, etc. The application components of OpenOffice are Writer for word processing, Calci for spreadsheet preparation, Impress for preparation, Base for database management, for drawing, and other. OpenOffice.org is widely used Office suite. Files created in the components of this Office suite can be read and edited in other Office suites like MS Office and vice versa. Hence, we can easily share our documents with our friends who may use different Office suites.